I'm gonna wait for that 4K Bitcoin train. When Bitcoin comes down to 4K, I'm getting on that train. Finally. Yes, I'm gonna make it. All I have to do is sit right here and wait. Why is it taking so long? My butt. Ow, my butt. So that's an example of someone waiting for the right time to time the market. Kind of hard to do because as of today, Bitcoin is sitting pretty at above 4,500. And for the past 2 days, we've seen quite a lot of growth in quite a lot of coins. There are several coins with over 40% gains in the last 24 hours. Some noticeable ones that have grown tons is SYS Coin, Digix DAO, Bitcoin Dark, ADX, Komodo, Navcoin. Now, a lot of you guys will tell me to talk about these coins. A lot of these I already have. They're just in previous videos. You get through a lot of content if you do a video a day, trust me. But some of the ones that have fallen the most, Gas is obvious, Binance Coin, Neo, unfortunately, still hurting after the news, hasn't recovered anywhere close to its high valuation of over $50. Qtum's down, Byteball, Tyrion. I was actually looking at taking a position on Tyrion. I'm not sure though. I'm not sure about it. I don't know if it's a good time to buy or not. Project seems okay, but I don't know. Do your own research about this one. Odd that 10x hasn't recovered more, likely due to the fact that it grew so much so quickly and still has a ways to go to get back. I don't understand how Tether changes price at all. Like, how did this happen? Is it CoinMarketCap getting a mistake? Did someone misclick? Like, I don't understand how that works. There might have been a misclick. One of the craziest for misclicks is Vertasium. Like, what is that? Today is the second day of a strong bounce back. So you could say that this is officially signaling the end of the sell-off. That didn't last very long. To people who panic sold, I'm sorry. Probably the wrong decision. We will be here again at some point. Let me change this. That's nicer. We will be here again at some point. And that's the ride that we know and love. That is cryptocurrencies. So I don't know about you, but I hear the argument a lot that Bitcoin's main use case is speculation. And because its main use is speculation, it isn't good for speculation. And you should avoid it. If that's true, you'd be wrong. Because mathematically, if you were to invest previously, you would have done very well. So, no, it was a good thing to speculate in. But it just surprises me that this argument's still getting tossed about today. When we have things that are coming, like Lightning Network, atomic swaps, drive chains, side chains, all the types of chains, all the types of scaling you can imagine is on the horizon. It is coming. I'm not trying to be like an anti-fudder and just say everything's great, but no, like realistically, things are looking pretty good for the future. Seriously. If you were to ask Google though, hypothetically speaking, Bitcoin will crash, fail, collapse, rise. So yeah, there's a lot of FUD about it, but really, another argument I hear is that, say for example, you wanted to buy something with Bitcoin, you wanted to buy a TV today, and then tomorrow Bitcoin's more valuable, a lot more valuable. So you essentially paid more than you were willing to pay for the TV, therefore it isn't a good payment method. Now you would have a point. Right now, Bitcoin is extremely volatile. Anything that you spend with Bitcoin, you likely need to replace your coins. You spent a Bitcoin, you need to replace that Bitcoin. Otherwise, the thing that you bought could likely be 8 times more expensive than you were willing to pay in the long run. That's a good and a bad thing. It's good for early investors and early speculators. It's bad for people trying to use it day to day. Unless they replace the coins, we're going to continue to have this wild volatility until the market cap is much higher than it is. When it's in the trillions, we will not experience this type of volatility. People buying and selling millions of dollars of worth of Bitcoin Not going to change the price almost at all. It'll be just like fiat.
Did you say fiat?
No. Go away, please.
Oh, I thought you said fiat.
And things will be a lot more stable. Another argument I hear, and this is from more, I suppose, cryptocurrency advanced people, they say, why would I hold Bitcoin and Ethereum and get like 2-3x gains in a certain period of time when I could be going somewhere else in an altcoin and during that same period of time get 100x, 1000x returns? While that may be true, that's also not necessarily a bad thing, because what did you buy that altcoin with? Most likely Bitcoin or Ethereum. What are you going to sell that altcoin into? Most likely Bitcoin and Ethereum. And those two are some of the most stable, well, Bitcoin primarily, one of the most stable ones to hold your currencies in, so it's obviously extremely useful. So I don't really see it as a negative. I don't really see that as an arguing point against Bitcoin and Ethereum, because you can just use both. Why not? You know how people want to get one whole Bitcoin, and that's their goal? That's a good goal, but it's not actually a coin, it's just code. It's just a number. But I get number bias. People would like to see a whole round number, and that's cool. But it's not a coin. It's just code that you're buying. And in more bullish news, one of the largest exchanges, Coinbase, has hit 10 million users, with last month over 800,000 people joining alone. So not only are people flocking to the space faster than ever before, it keeps getting faster. More and more people keep getting into it. That's great. It's lovely to see more people coming. The only problem with this is Coinbase is like a central point of failure. So Coinbase is so large now that that's where a lot of people buy and sell Bitcoin. That's a service that provides for a lot of countries possibly their primary source of buying and selling Bitcoin. Should that get shut down for whatever reason? I'm not saying that it would, but for whatever reason it should, this could have a really negative impact on Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies in general. Long may it continue. There's even a quote on the page which says, Coinbase is still the most mainstream way of buying Bitcoin. It's the McDonald's of Bitcoin banking. And yeah, I think that saying is totally true. Now, one of you guys asked me what dollar cost averaging was. So let's have a look into that. Here we have a very technical explanation. This man here, an eternal sideliner, he looks at the price of Bitcoin. It's so expensive, it's too late to get in. And then on the flip side, when Bitcoin's crashing, he's like, no, I'm not getting into it. I knew it would collapse. I told everyone. And then we have the dollar cost averaging holder who buys at any point of Bitcoin's growth. Generally speaking, he would have done pretty well. Although this is not financial advice and is merely my opinion. Now, I'd like to say I'm going to go lie down on this beach now and chill out. But unfortunately, you all know that I don't have a worldwide studio that I bring with me to these awesome locations. But with that said, I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.